Hello, everybody. I am Nathan Song Snob, and you are watching Song Snob Reacts. Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Today we're doing another Iron Maiden reaction. I can just see the hate comments now. I can just see the thumbs down. Oh no, he's bad-mouthing Iron Maiden. Yeah, guess what? Blah, 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 blah. I don't care, motherfucker. I don't care. I don't care how much of a legendary metal band they are. Dude, nobody's perfect, okay? Everybody has their missteps. This is one of Iron Maiden's missteps. Get used to it. So, without further ado, we are doing Iron Maiden, The Time Machine. Good movie, by the way. I think it was 2004? 2004, 2005. One of the last times Orlando Jones ever appeared in a movie that I've seen, anyway. Let us go to The Time Machine.
By an empty whim, follow me now to a place we begin, wrought with no anger, wrought with no fear, devilish children hidden in silence below barren waste, confusion, hunger, am I still awake? Machine, set you down.
Well, Hell on Earth was Hell on Earth. Stratego was good, and then there's this. The pacing was really fucking awkward. I mean, the middle part of the song is hell exciting. It's probably the most exciting thing I've heard out of Maiden in some time. One of the most exciting things, anyway. Certainly the most exciting song on the album so far. But the intro is very slow and kind of folksy. And there is room for that in a song, but I think there should only be, excuse me a sec, one section like that per song. If you do two, it gets stale. This was a little bit of a stale fish. The intro and the outro are dull. You can do those sections, but you should only do one in one song and have it be kind of brief. Otherwise, people are just like, meh, whatever. You know, it's just very uninteresting. You're supposed to be heavy fucking metal. You're supposed to be high octane, full speed ahead. And it's okay to be a little prog. I love the fuck out of Dream Theater. But this was just very low energy, high energy in the middle, and then low energy again. And it just leaves me feeling kind of awkward and a little disappointed. The pacing of it is just so strange. It's nice and punchy. It's got presence. It's up front. It's got a definite presence. It's got an identity. It's just extremely awkward. Maybe cut out the intro, or shorten it, and then have the outro, and then shorten that slightly. And then maybe have the middle section be a little longer and a little more present. And then it would basically be perfect. So where would I rate this, honestly? I'm thinking like a 3 or a 4. And someone in the comment section tell me if that flag graphic in the videos is real or CG. I keep seeing the thing flapping, and I could swear I could almost see like real flag fibers. Like it's a real flag with the logo on it. I mean, if that's CG, then CG has come a long way. Holy, whew. It's fucking real looking. But anyway, yeah, just very awkward pacing. And I think it's got good presence, though. It's very punchy. So, what do I do with it? Damn. I do not know how to rate this one, music-wise. And because of my awkward feelings, I'm just going to default to a 3 monocles. It's very nice, yes. So, with that being said, let's take a look at the lyrics. Because one thing I've really liked about Senjutsu so far is these lyrics are really sophisticated and really mature. I absolutely love it. It feels like when I first fell in love with the Legacy of Kain franchise. It's that same feeling all over again. That mature, sophisticated adult storytelling in a Shakespearean veneer. And these lyrics on Senjutsu so far have been exactly that. So let's see if they got more of the same. Put to the sword by an impish whim. Follow me now to a place we begin. Wrought with no anger, wrought with no fear. Devilish children playing here. Hidden in silence below barren waste, confusion, hunger, am I still awake? Nice slant rhyme with the waste and awake. Most people think that rhymes have to be, perfectly the same. Not really. That middle syllable is the only thing that actually matters. You're rhyming vowel sounds. The consonants don't matter so much. That is a nice little slant rhyme there. That is very clever. Put to the sword by an impish whim, a malevolent enemy who's killing you with his sword by an impish whim. That's a fairly basic image, very primal. So the basicness of the lyrics is fairly good. Follow me now to a place we begin. Wrought with no anger, wrought with no fear. Well, how can you go to the place you began if you just got put to the sword? So, either someone else was put to the sword, or it's a little confusing. The logic of the words is a little confusing. This is obviously a time travel story where it's called a time machine. Devilish children playing here, meaning ill-tempered or ill-behaved children, which, depending on who you ask, would be all children. I think that's a little too unkind to children, but some people would say that. Hidden in silence below barren waste. Confusion, hunger, am I still awake? So hidden in silence, I would say that probably means that no one knows you're there and everything's quiet. You're in a barren wasteland or somewhere below it, probably in a cave or a hideaway. You're confused, you're hungry, and you don't even know if you're even alive. So maybe looks like you got stabbed or something, but then you got flung through time like Samurai Jack. So this is getting more of a mystical sci-fi, or mystical time travel. Have I ever told you about my time machine? Sit you down, I'll tell you everywhere I've been. So we're telling a story. I have lived a long life, life extraordinaire. Let me tell you about it, and me take you there. Why do I feel like this song is secretly about Doctor Who? I mean, they are a British metal band, and that's a British sci-fi show. And apparently this is not just time, but also space, I'm assuming, so I'm getting kind of a Doctor Who vibe here. That's my attempt at a TARDIS sound. Never mind. Doesn't really matter, it's all in the mind. Let me tell you about it, listen what you'll find. Doesn't really matter, it's all in the mind. Oh, so he's imagining himself in another time, in another place. Okay, this suddenly got really stupid. Hopefully they can say something that'll save it. Listen, let me tell you about it. Listen what you'll find. So it's still just a story. I am not a preacher, I am but a man. Oh, okay, because when I was listening to it, I thought it said, I am not a creature. I am not a creature? That means you're not a creature and you're not a man? Like, what? Okay, this makes sense. This makes sense. I am not a preacher. Chalk that one down on the misheard lyrics list. See, I am not a preacher, I am not a man. You cannot imagine what I've seen and done. So you're not a preacher, so you're not someone who's going to proselytize about some ideology, and you are only just a man. Well, I respect your humility. You cannot imagine what I've seen and done. Humble, yet very aware of what you've accomplished. That's as close to perfection as you're going to get, to have humility, but also full recognition of what you've accomplished in your life. And how few of us really get to that place where we can think that way. How we can be like, I've done awesome things, but I am just a guy. Like, how few of us get to that place, and how many of us should be aiming for it. Like, that is profound beyond words. Let's see here. Verse 2. I have lived a long life, I've seen the world, I could tell you stories, hair will stand on end. So scary stories. You've lived a long life full of scary stories. That sounds like life itself, honestly. Stand among the steeples, stand upon the walls, I have seen a God's face, I have no disgrace. You've seen a God's face? Which God? Was it Janus? Because, I mean, Janus has got, like, tons of faces, my dude. He's got all kinds of faces. He's got a face for every day in the week. Or it could be God's face, but doesn't the Bible say that if you look at Yahweh directly, you die? Wasn't that like the Ten Commandments? Maybe I'm thinking too literally. I think I'm struggling with this one. It's too figurative. I have no disgrace. So you have no disgrace before God. What, you've earned your place before God? Well, I mean, if that's the case, then good on you. You've seen the gods cry, howling in the wind. Okay, so we are talking about polytheism here. I have seen the gods cry, howling in the wind. Where do I get started? When can I begin? So, it's a time travel tragedy. So I'm still getting a Doctor Who vibe. Wouldn't it be great, though, if Iron Maiden did do a song about Doctor Who? That would be pretty amazing. Good Doctor Who, not the current Jodie Whittaker, we're woke now BS. Can't wait till Russell T Davies takes back charge and we hear that she's actually just a delusional passenger who thought she was the Doctor or something. That would be amazing. I am not a preacher, I am but a man, you cannot imagine what I've seen and done. Okay, so yeah, that's the same chorus. Chorus repeats. We'll take a point away for that. No, just kidding. The occasional chorus repeat. Some people act like chorus repeats are such a horrible crime. Like, you can have too many, but if you don't have too many, then it's a perfectly fine thing to have. It's okay. Bridge 1. Sleep with a light that is dark to my eyes. What? How can a light be dark to your eyes? I guess he's blind? Father and sons, give me all of your lies. The brutal truth that is never a lie. Well, yeah, the brutal truth is never a lie, and give me all your lies. Sleep with a light that is... I see. Okay, so this is kind of like Plato's cave a little bit. He's going to sleep in the cave. He's in a state of ignorance that seems to him to be knowledge. Therefore, a light that is dark to my eyes, meaning it appears to be knowledge, but it does not actually illuminate in any sense. I'm telling you, man, Maiden's lyrics lately have just been absolutely phenomenal. That's the high point of Senjutsu, clearly. Full moon is out as you look at the sky. I've had those nights. I also have a hard time sleeping during the full moon. It's gotten better, but under the classical definition, I am essentially a lunatic. But, some people say, oh man, fall asleep on the full moon, like, so cool. Like, yeah, so cool. Wish I could sleep. Seriously. Sometimes the moon is a jerk. And sometimes you love the moon. Isn't that just like people, though? Sometimes you love them, and sometimes you don't like them, sometimes you even hate them a little bit. That's the human race. Chorus. Yeah, it's the same chorus. Another chorus repeat. Instrumental break. Open your heart and I'll open your soul. Even in quieter moments I know. Right, so if you open your heart to him, he'll open your soul up and reveal something in yourself you didn't know was there previously. This is sounding more like Doctor Who all the time. Even in quieter moments I know. I am not a preacher, okay. Eerie collection, darkness is there, wedded to danger, betrothed to despair. So, he's going to continue a life of adventure but tragedy. It's an eerie collection of dark facts and dark things. That's what's dark to his eyes. Knowledge and mature living has revealed the darker, more fucked up aspects of life. Yeah, I've been there. God, that feels familiar. There's definitely some things I know that I was much happier not knowing. But you can't live your life in fear of knowledge. Willful ignorance of that kind is like the highest and most common form of cowardice. You can't live your life in fear of knowledge. That's insane. So I'm just going to look back at, I think, was it verse 2? Or was it verse 1? Where we found those lyrics about the dark to my eyes. Here we are. It's in the bridge section. Sleep with the light that is dark to my eyes. So that's actually the dark truth of the tragic nature of reality. Now it makes sense. Fathers and sons, give me all your lies. He wants to hear the sweet, sweet lies to take away some of the pain. But the brutal truth is never a lie. Now it makes sense. Yeah, he's lived a full life, and it's a life full of misery as much as it is joy. So yeah, even though this song isn't about Doctor Who, we'll just pretend it's Doctor Who. So, great, more mature storytelling from Iron Maiden. This part is my favorite part of analyzing Senjutsu. They have gotten so good over the years. There was a time when Maiden lyrics were honestly pretty juvenile. Half the songs on Number of the Beast with the exception of maybe Hallowed Be Thy Name, a lot of the songs on Number of the Beast are very immature and ridiculous. Partly because of what was going on at the time, but it's also partly because they were less mature then than they are now. So, yeah, this is excellent. This is excellent stuff here. These lyrics are an easy 5. Like, the rhyme scheme shows a clear and perfect understanding of the English language. It flows, it works, it's not awkward, unlike the music itself. So, without a doubt, Senjutsu is a good lyric album, but a very disappointing music album. That's what I'm seeing so far. Although, if you take this with Stratego, there seems some signs of hope. And, don't get after me, Iron Maiden, but a while back I did an edit, or an album edit, of Load. I made a fan edit called Fire the Load. It's on my channel, you can watch it, or listen to it rather. It is the entire album Load. I edited it myself to make it faster and more energetic and more thrashy. Ain't My Bitch in particular turned out amazing when I messed with it. When I increased the tempo and changed the distortion, noise removal with an audio DAW. I'm seriously considering doing the exact same thing to Senjutsu. And if I do it, I will probably name the edit album Kenjutsu. As sort of a head nod to the fact that I love swords and sword fighting. So anyway, 3 on the music, 5 on the lyrics. The lyrics. I want some more of that shit, Maiden. Don't disappoint me. Anyway. Peace. Tschüss.